All right, I think we got it. Okay, cool. All right, I did a little bit of a off stream leveling up on my Reaper because I'm zero. Okay, anyways, all right. So we're back with MSQ. We're gonna do this. Yeah. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. A gentle smile plays on Varshan's lips. I wonder why. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding, and 'twas no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Is it not coming through? There it is. That's why. There we go. Got it. Okay, where are we supposed to go? Oh, up there. Okay. But yeah, been working on a little bit of a new profile picture for my for the channel, and then also yesterday the Boy and the Heron came out for from Studio Ghibli. Came out on 4K, so I went and bought that and watched it for the first time, and it was good. It was good. It was really good. Welcome back, Master Sakura. Will you be heading to the guest chambers? Why, yes. Yes, I will. I should probably get a different mask, so that way I can at least show my face.
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
There's a lot of mortals.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
The Ascians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They who were blessed with a singular power. The power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as Memoria.
Oh, that's the demon gear. That's cool.
My mother was one such Memoriate. But in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness. As was I.
And so you were born part Void Sent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
they did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed. They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call void scent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a void scent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
Just fast forward through Shadowbringers. There was this guy named Emmett Selk. I like how it's even playing the Shadowbringers freaking song.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light.
The roommates.
Which gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew in the 13th.
Sorry, it's an inside joke.
Of course, these are
If you know,
only
you know.
possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we Scions, former scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone. And old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Voidsent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price. And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more.
We'll pay you in all the apples.
I will consider this a deposit.
Making a freaking pizza up in here? Though our time in the void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. But the greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark upon my search anew, and your help in overcoming the challenges thus far. I don't know why I trailed on like that. What the heck is that? That's a... Golbez and his minions will seek to stymie our efforts. Stymie? Of this we can be sure. Ah, I skipped one. But with you all at my side, I have confidence that we will succeed, that we will find and liberate my sister, and that we shall return home together. Right, none of us are gonna get left behind or lose a life. Right? Right? Ah, I should have picked the food. I'm running out of food. Is there a meanwhile? It's a meanwhile. Yep, meanwhile elsewhere. It's gonna be Golbez.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbariccia. Useless, the both of them.
It was no lie. They conspire with a Memoria.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee success, however, I will require Canyenzo's cooperation. Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for screaming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Some excitement for a change.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free. As I swore so long ago. The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled!
What is that ambition? There we go. Marshawn's eyes seem to brighten at your arrival. Oh, it's a wind-up anima. That's cool and kind of gross at the same time. Oh, Sir, as always, your timing is most fortuitous. I wish to share with you news concerning Zero. You will recall that in exchange for Ether, she agreed to aid us in our search for my sister. At Ashtola's suggestion, I began providing said Ether in the form of food. Zero has found the arrangement to be agreeable, and has been eating steadily. In large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, we should set forth for the Void once more. Excellent. I shall inform Ashtola and Estinian, and then go collect my other vessel from the alchemists. In the meantime, I'd ask you to fetch Zero. She was absent when I visited her chambers earlier, but I suspect you will find her in the corridor connecting Yuge and Kama. It seems she's grown partial to the view of the city it affords. Once we have attended to our respective tasks, let us gather here. Okay, where are we going? Going right down the middle. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's on the upstairs portion.
Everyone is so carefree. Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant. Such luxuries are lost to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger. Others are a means to an end, at times a literal one. We forge covenants with men and come here to feed, or to die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos. Lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a void-sent at heart. But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why.
Because he wanted a fight.
What was it that drove him?
A fight.
What made him choose such an end?
A fight. He was like a Saiyan.
But enough about that man. He is dead and we are all better for it.
Yeah, probably.
Why are you here? Was there something you needed?
We're going back.
So you're heading back now? Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
To be honest, I am kind of missing the whole expecting a major battle with Xenos now that he's gone. But probably for the best. Oh, cool. He's already got his other vessel.
Everyone is here? Good. Let us set forth for the void once more.
What is it? He's calling.
What is the meaning of this?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Ashdire.
I thought she was in the void.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable. Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know. Could she have found a way home?
The how of it aside, If she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her. Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
As good a place to start as any. My apologies, Zero, but your return to the Void will have to wait.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
I was about to say, I don't think she's really too...
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in Radzatan until we return?
You've kept me amply fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
Yeah, she's coming with us.
If Ashdaya was indeed here, other Voidsent may have made the journey as well. Very well. We would welcome your company.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald. It's me. Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust? Understood. We'll see you there.
Oh, we're gonna go see Alpha
With the
now
rendezvous
and
at
Alize.
We'll need to teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Then it seems we're all set.
If there is nothing else, let us see to our final preparations.
Could you imagine if she would have had to like actually travel instead of like being able to teleport? That would have sucked. Gods revel, lands tremble. Sorry, Sydney, I don't mean to be so close to you. By all accounts, Ashdaya is Golbez's prisoner, yet if she was in the source, it could be that she managed to escape from the void, if only for a fleeting moment. But that is mere conjecture. If we want the truth, then we must go and find it. Come, let's make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting. Oh, we got here fast. That was nice that we didn't have to pay. Hey, Varnshon's coat looks like a Alpha Node's coat from Shadowbringers, the beginning. Yeah, I remember that. I kind of like that.
Any moment now.
My friends, 'tis good to see you again.
Ah, there he is. Oh, and there's Alize.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead. With the nation in ruins and the leadership void yet to be filled, there remains a lack of direction, a pervasive sense of aimlessness and worry.
Still, everyone wants to make things better. And we're here to help. A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly but surely.
You're doing a fine job. You're doing a fine job.
You're too kind. But it's thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls that we've been able to make any progress. The Allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter. Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time. But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company, besides.
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
Really into the void.
The 13th? After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while.
She's got a
But
point.
I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
Oh, I
You
should
could
have
at
taken
least
my mask
invited
off.
me too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the Undersea Vault.
Aww.
Oh, it's fine. You can make it up to me on the next one. But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around? I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless...
You're right to be cautious. I'm a void sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Is that so? I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
Cool. Alize approves.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand. As we were
Looks a little
about to
creepy there.
resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ajdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north, perhaps even here in Galmald. If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
As a matter of fact, we may have. In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of void sent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
We're not sure. But as Euless reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon void-sent servants. The very same I believe you have mastered. While there are no known Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
To summon not one, but several powerful voidsent is no small feat. But if Ajdaya was indeed called from the void...
Then it is likely the same party is responsible. Alternatively, The etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
Then we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper Order.
That would indeed make an excellent start. Though the question of how to get there remains.
Eulus may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
So as much as I like my hood, I need to take I think I need to take it off so that way I can see the facial expressions. Let's see, and I have the idea to do that. Because I have that, and then I can just get rid of everything else. Cast Glamour. Remove, because I kind of like that one. Hey, that actually looks kind of cool. Cast, remove. Go ahead and cast that one. Remove that one. Oh yeah, definitely a lot better. I guess I'll keep the original Reaper scythe on there. There we go. Okay, now we gotta go to Broken Glass. Donde? There we go. There we are. Eulus. Hello, Eulus. How have you been, buddy? Oh, Seer, what a welcome surprise. And I see you're traveling with a large crew as usual. Not to suggest that's an inconvenience for us. We'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies, should you require any. That's a lot better. Apologies if we interrupt, Eulus, but there's a matter we wish to discuss. We've just finished our routine briefing, so you come at a good time. Is this about the Void Scent? It is. From what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of the Reaper arts once lived in that area, did they not? Yes, they had a village there in the Lapis Minalis caverns. Scythe wielders forged pacts with Void Scent and took to battle with the beings at their side. For a time they played an invaluable role in our military, but the advent of Magitech saw them fall out of favor. And when some were enmasked as insurrectionists, the order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. Not abandoned enough. Speaking of their art, it seems you've picked it up. Who was it that taught you? Well, I suppose it's neither here nor there. My sister has been taken captive by Voidsent. I sensed her presence in this land, and I have come in search of her. If Voidsent have been sighted here, Then I believe there is a connection. We should like to investigate these caverns you mentioned, but Alphino tells us they are not easily reached. I'm afraid so. Deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out walking and flying. If you want to get anywhere, you are going to need a Magitech snowcraft. Alas, the last remaining functional one has broken down. Should still be over in Cerulean Lingens, where it was abandoned. Is there anyone who can fix it? Perhaps the former engineers at Tapper's Den. Their duty included transporting cerulean tanks to Juturna Platform G using snowcraft. I expect they had to maintain a few over the years. That's worth looking into, I'd say. In the course of delivering provisions, I've come to know the people there quite well. If they can help us, I'm sure they will. May I ask you to accompany her? Given the presence of Voidsent, it's best that we avoid traveling alone. In the meantime, will you not tell me more about the mountain? I would like to learn as much as I can before commencing our search in earnest. Come with me. I'll introduce you to someone who's well versed in the local geography. Alize, was it? I wish to speak with you. In that case, why don't you come with us to Tapper's Den? We can chat on the way. I shall go and brief the contingent on the Voidsent issue, that they too may be prepared. Aye aye, Captain. I completely forgot that I could fly in this place now. Oh, my coat is so weird. My robe, I mean.
What was it you wished to talk about?
Like all these are pretty good, well voiced.
Why do you help these people? What is it that you stand to gain?
I'm sorry?
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
And there I thought it was something serious. I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right. To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
I love this story. It's gonna hurt really bad if something happens. I don't know if I'm gonna be ready for that. We should get back to it, but before we do... Are you alright, Zero? Did I say something that confused or upset you? No, I'm simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I am ready and able. Well, that's a relief. This isn't the sort of place where you want... This isn't the sort of place you want to mull over things. It's not much further to Tapper's Den. I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive. So let's speak with the first one we spot. Man, I remember this being like a lot further away. Okay, as much as I like my dress up to Taru, let's get Lena back. There we go. Wait, I know you. You're the one who roughed up the guards. After you left, your contingent friends came along. Our lives are a lot easier now thanks to them. They understood our plight and offered to help. Whether we wanted to stay here or return home, for that we were truly grateful. We're grateful to you too, Elise. The trip across the lake is hardly pleasant, but you make it all the same to bring us provisions. Oh, don't mention it. We're just glad we can help. That said, we were actually hoping to ask a favor of you today. We need a Magitech snowcraft repaired, the one abandoned in Cerulean engines. We were told you might be up to the task. Ah, so you want to ride the mammoth. That's what we took to calling the crafts on account of their size. As often as I use them on rigs, I know a thing or two about their maintenance. I'll see if I can get your mammoth roaring again. It's the least I can do to repay your kindness. Wonderful. Please come with us back to the Camp Broken Glass and we'll take it from there. So far so good, Osir. Let's be on our way. Super easy without a hitch. Awesome. Ugh, God, freaking the tower. Ugh. For some reason, it just... The Tower of Babel dungeon just was not my fancy. Just... when I have to run it, I'm just... No, thank you. I guess it just means that they did a really good job in designing this place. Oops. Thank goodness we were able to find someone to help with repairs. Zero. You mortals are more sensitive to the cold than I realized. My body is made differently, so I feel nothing. Welcome back. I presume this is the engineer who will help us with the craft. I'll do everything I can to get her up and running again, but I doubt I'll be able to do so quickly. At least on my own. The mammoth is big, and so are its parts. Some strong back should make the work go faster. You have ours. You finished learning about the mountain, I take. Aye, we have a solid grasp of that area, as well as the site of the snowcraft. My back is perhaps not as strong as some, but I should be glad to stand guard for Voidsen and other unruly wildlife. Much obliged, miss. Then let's all head over to the mammoth and assess what needs fixing. They have matters here well in hand, which means we can resume our duties. Would you care to assist us, Osir? How about you, Zero? I will assist you as well, as payment for answering my question. It's hardly something that demands payment, but we'd be glad for your contribution nonetheless. Alpha now has been added to the unending codex. Alize. Okay. Okay. Food. I need food for the reward next. And thanks again for agreeing to help. The Ilzabard contingent brings in shipments of food, medicine, and other necessities by airship. We have yet to deliver a share of supplies to Tertium, and I would appreciate it if one of you could assist us with the task today. I'll do it. Well, sir, it looks like you're with me then. Void scent sightings have been increasing day by the day, which is why I had a mind to go out and patrol the Eblan Rime. Shall we? Well, we get to hang out with Alpha Node again. I feel like I need to go ahead and go through New Game Plus on Final Fantasy 16 at one point. There's just so many things on my on my backlog that I need to get through. And Final Fantasy 14 keeps eating up all my free time. Oh, past it. Like, I still gotta finish Rebirth. I still gotta do 12. I have 10. That's just Final Fantasy. Void scent were spotted here. Go away. Void scent were spotted here not long ago. Considering the proximity to Camp Broken Glass, everyone is understandably concerned. But hopefully not for much longer. You follow this road eastward and I'll have a look to the north. If you should encounter any void scent, I won't begrudge you to dispatching them without me. So ours is east. Pay no attention to the giant monkey. You savor your surroundings, but do not spy any errant void scent. Savor your surroundings, but do not spy any errant void scent. Oh god. Why'd it have to be that one? Ugh, sir, could you please not in my ear? Oh, it's down there. I'm usually not one to play DPS, so I need to remember that I need to pop Bloodbath and Second Wind every now and then, and my shield. Oh, none are attacking me right now, so, well, there they go. Okay, that was cool. I just really wanted to use that. That looks so cool. Okay. Actually, I don't know why it ran. I could just fly.
All finished, are we? Good. The cold doesn't let up out here, does it? They've the means to keep everyone warm at Camp Broken Glass and Tertium. But the measures are still only temporary. Subsisting on charity. Dreading the day the sympathy of others is exhausted. It's no way to live. They need lasting safety and security. Though things will never be as they once were. If we can restore a modicum of normalcy to their lives, maybe that will be enough for them to move forward. If we're to achieve that, we have to work harder. I have to work harder.
Try not to overdo it, eh?
Oh? Oh, come now. You think I don't know my own limits?
No.
Still, I appreciate your concern.
Alpino and Alize really just came to be like
Well, our
little
work
brother
here
and
is
little
done.
sister.
We should be heading back. I hope Alphino and Zero haven't gotten into any trouble. I cannot imagine how awful it must have been to serve as Xenos' avatar. To not only suffer him, but so much else. She's a fighter, all right. Like you and me.
Thank you, miss. Thank you. This feels strangely familiar.
Excuse me, Alphino. My wife, she's come down with a high fever. Do you think you could take a look at her?
Of course. Give me a moment. Zero, may I leave the rest here to you?
Fine by me.
Thank you again for your help. Zero, was it? I take it you're one of Alphino's comrades?
Comrade? We've entered into a cooperative pact, if that's what you mean.
Pact? No, nothing so formal. What I mean is, you must know each other well. Be on good terms, enjoy each other's company, that sort of thing.
Then no, he's not my comrade. I have none. Nor will I ever, I think.
Oh.
Did I say something odd?
No, not at all. On the contrary, it makes sense. When Alphino and the contingent first arrived, we rejected them out of hand. Whatever they may have claimed, they were the enemy. Savages with their savage ways. To accept their help was to admit defeat. But no matter how poorly we treated them, they didn't turn their backs on us. They stayed and listened. That's just the kind of people they are. Makes sense they'd get along with someone like you who tries to push others away.
Get along? I'm upholding my part of the bargain. There's nothing more to it than that.
If you say so. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten why I came. Are you hungry? We all get rations, and considering the work you're doing, you're as good as one of us.
I am running low on ether. Very well.
Azim Steppe-style dumplings. Buds, they call them. Never had a dumpling? It's like the kind of bread stuffed with a filling. Meat or vegetables usually, that you bake or steam. We have our own recipes in Garlemald too. My mother liked to make them. My brother and sister always fought over the jam-filled ones. Just think of it as bread, all right? I should warn you though, they're spicy. Helps them keep longer, I assume. Too much for the children to handle though.
Interesting.
Interesting good, or interesting...
I don't know much about taste. Not anymore. But I do feel a sensation in my mouth.
Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily.
That's enough for me. I've heard it said that spices are more akin to fire than flavors. Perhaps that makes them easier to understand.
Oh, Euless, getting acquainted with Zero, are we?
I suppose I am.
No harm in that. Acquaint away.
Everyone is here. Excellent. Thank you all for your hard work. I've just finished up myself. Shall we go and find Estinian?
Alphino! Alice!
I really like that cutscene. That cutscene really, in hindsight, you look back at that one, and that kind of felt like just like, yeah, we treated them like garbage, and then we came to like them. Um, no, we actually went through that. Um, that was an actual thing that happened during the Endwalker MSQ. And wow, I love it when the story just comes right around to that. Like just really makes the callbacks. It's whew, man. Um, but I did like that. I did really like that cutscene, especially the fact that while it's not the same that what Zero's going through, seeing Euless have that heart to heart with Zero, that was good. I like that. Let's get some euros. But that was good. That was good. I really like that. Oh. Ooh. Oh. No, I need to keep that. That's for in the event that I need to use some. I go back for animal weapon. I'm just gonna go and discard those because I don't use these. Okay. This stress soldier has ill tidings to share with you. Forgive me the interruption, but I come with grave news. A horde of Voidsent are approaching from the mountains to the east. The numbers are beyond anything we've ever seen. What? But Y'shtola and the others? Anyone outside of Tertium is in danger. We must find and bring them all here at once. Can we count on your aid, Zero? Already settled the debt for my question. I'm not obligated to help. What's more, death in this world is absolute. You asked me to put my life on the line. Without suitable payment, I will do no such thing. That's fair. What do we have to offer that might be enough? You're right, Zero. You're not obligated to help, and I wouldn't presume otherwise. Nevertheless, we are in need. Assuming the booze I gave you is worth anything, would you at least be willing to stand watch at this encampment? That way, more of us will be able to go out and see the people to safety. Very well. Unless we come under attack, I'll do no more than stand watch. I dare say Tertium will be safe enough with Zero here. Let us go and find Y'shtola and the others, and assist with the evacuation. One second. I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright. Tertium will be fine. Julius and his people have weathered far worse. We must make haste to the snowcraft, where our friends and the engineer should be. Given their position, they may soon find themselves at the mercy of the Voidsent. If it comes to it, we must be prepared for battle. I'm ready. Don't you worry. How about you, Osir? Upon departing, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you send. Yes. Let's do it. Definitely a lot better without the mask.
Report. Lost contact. When? Void sent. I'd bet my life on it. Understood. I'll investigate at once. A unit transporting supplies has gone silent en route to Broken Glass. I will go and search for it. Stay here and keep watch. But be ready to answer my call.
If it was Void sent, you'd be a fool to go alone. They'll find you before you find your men, and then they'll devour you as well.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I don't stand a chance, but I can't just abandon them.
I can't repay you for the bread if you're dead. I'll go.
What? No! I couldn't possibly ask you to do that.
I'm far better suited to dealing with Void sent. It makes sense. Or do you mean to say you'd rather I stay here because you can't protect this place on your own?
Fine. Just don't do anything stupid. Promise me.
Damn these demons!
Return to the camp. Now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Kindred, why do you interfere? Ah, of course. You sold your soul to feed.
I have taken bread, but my soul is forever mine. A deal is a deal. I cannot let you pass.
Oh, cool. That's the one I have. I'm maybe shouldn't have be touching this. Ooh. Oh god, I can't run. I don't have a run.
Not good.
Oh, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good.
I can't. Oh. How? How big must the gate be for their light to come through? Is this it then? Just like that time. When light still shone upon the world. When the Contra Memoria still raged.
Stand aside if you value your life.
We're only after women and wine. Darkness can take the rest.
You're not taking another step towards that village.
Stupid girl. You were warned.
And now we can get back to our business.
too weak. I need help. Someone, please. The same mistakes, the same ends. Again and again. What should I? What could I have done? What? Who? You. What are you doing here?
Y'shtola and Estinian had matters well in hand, so we went where we were needed.
Can you stand?
Not finished yet, Zero. Let's fight together. Yeah.
All right. I will let it burn. This fire in my breast. Let it burn and rage and guide.
Goodness, we're not too late. Can you still fight?
What's wrong? Assuming those are gonna attack. Or not. Wolves are gonna hurt.
Just warming up!
My strength is strength. I'll only get in the way.
We'll get through this together!
Stay sharp.
Everyone all right?
I'm not finished yet.
Well, maybe that might have. I'm only assuming we're supposed to be killing these guys. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna have to take my thing off real quick because my camera's about to die. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I was gonna have to take that off because my camera was literally about to die. There we go.
You did well to find me out here.
We have Euless to thank for that. He was quite worried when he called.
There would have been more casualties if not for you. The people got them all, thank you.
No. If it was not for you and the others,
Oh, is this gonna be the moment where she realizes it?
Well,
That's
let's
just
not
not.
fuss over details. We should return to Tertium.
It's not
Can you
always a
make it that far?
transaction.
I think so.
Zero, are you all right?
Well enough. No void scent struck here, did they?
No, and there weren't any more casualties thanks to you.
Oh. What are you doing?
You'll have no debts to repay, if that's what you're worried about. If anything, I owe you a week's worth of boots.
Yo's convalescing aboard the train. Euless has already given her something to eat, so I suppose all we can do is wait. Can't help but wonder though, what possessed her to go and fight all those Voidsent on her own? Not that I know the going rate for such things, but I doubt one buzz would suffice. I think someone has been a bad influence on her. Someone or some people? Oh, I'm just joking. Where am I? In any case, many people owe her their lives. I'll be sure to thank her when she's back on her feet. Do spell speed. Okay, alright. That's gonna do it for tonight. for one, my camera's dead. Two, I had to be doing adult things early in the morning, so that's gonna be it for tonight. But yeah, I'm really loving how this story's going so far. This is really good. This is like on par with the Stormblood post with Yotsuyu. Um, Hopefully it doesn't turn out as tragic as that one ended, but we'll see. But yeah, okay, cool. So thank you for watching. Yeah, hope you have a good night, good morning, good day, wherever you watch whenever you're watching this. I'll see you in the next one.